Happy wedding day. Today, your master has found his partner for life. Hey, you know what would be a funny prank? You could kill your spouse. That would be pretty funny, I think. Oh, he didn't kill the spouse, he killed the follower. Yeah, I'd do the same thing too, to be honest. I mean, granted, I haven't had this option in the game yet. Also, whose followers are this out of pocket? Most of the time, my followers in the game just want to feed each other poop. That's literally it. One of them will be like, hey, you know what would be funny? What if we made Jacko over there eat a bowl of poop? That would be hilarious.
Literally, one of our members just died, and the one thing that's on your mind is to make someone eat poop. Why? Oh my god.
That would be insanely funny. Meanwhile, they get sick, they throw up, and then they go to bed and they can't work. And yes, this does happen in the game. I have a lot of explaining to do, I know. Hi, how are you? My name's Beta, and today we'll be talking about one of my favorite games as of recently, Cult of the Lamb. You've probably seen some gremlin-looking lamb running around the internet, or if you have a account and you're a furry, then you've probably seen some very interesting art pieces involving this character. And for the record, Concerned Lamb, God bless this art. But for those that don't know, Cult of the Lamb is a game that released recently that has become an instant hit amongst most Twitch streamers, me included. It's a roguelike adventure game where you get to play as a lamb who, long story short, gets sacrificed by a bunch of bishops who are corrupt, then you're resurrected from the dead by some devil-like figure, you're given a bunch of godly powers, and in the end, you're given the task of starting a cult. Yes, this adorable little lamb creature, filled with the power of demons. I'm gonna be honest, if you played Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns, which was the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played, I know, sorry, the plot's about the same, except replace the open world adventurous stuff with dungeon crawling, and then building a cult out of a farm and gaining followers, building shrines, and outhouses. And no, I'm not kidding about the last part. You will want to do that as soon as possible. The art style is adorable, and the game itself is extremely chaotic, especially with all the shit your cult followers do. Quite literally. Like, yeah, there's the looting and the dungeon crawling and getting revenge on the bishops for killing you and serving the one who waits, but I could give less than two shits about that. I want to make sure my cult members live a happy life and they don't kill one another. That is the only thing I care about. I want to make sure my cult members live a long and happy life, but I want to make sure to sacrifice them before they die so I can get the devotion from it. That's also something you can do in the game.
That was metal as fuck.
So today I want to go over some of the memes that spawn from the absolute chaos of this game. Like, there's so many contradicting factors with Cult of the Lamb, it's crazy. You got the cutesy art style, you have the lingering connotation of a cult, which is not supposed to be good to begin with, but then you just also have your chaotic followers who are just trying to prank one another or like want to give their life to you, and it's like, no, you're too adorable. Why would I want to do that? And never mind, it's an easy level up and I can buy an outhouse now. Cool. Also, speaking of the first meme, you can actually get married to one of your cult followers, you know, because you're a cult leader, you can do whatever you want. That sure as hell won't create any problems in the future. But seriously, I haven't even gotten that dialogue option of a cult member wanting me to kill my spouse, and I've played this game for like 30 hours so far. I hope to God I don't. Actually, I do hope so, because the whole Twitch integration thing. The Twitch integration is basically a raffling system for your viewers where they get to either become a cult member that's indoctrinating into the cult via a raffle that they put their names into, random one is picked, hey, Furry Lover 69, you're now a part of the cult. And then they get to choose their own little character with sprites. It's really cute, which is probably not great for the whole parasocial relationship thing, but who cares at this point? Furry Lover 69, go and, yeah, just defecate there, that's fine. Yeah, no, go chop trees. Yeah, no, go pray to me. Okay, thanks. And then you go and clean up their shit. Otherwise, everyone gets sick. Another thing that Twitch followers can do is vote on different scenarios to happen. Like, for example, with this meme, the Cult of the Lamb Twitch integration in a nutshell. A random follower has died thanks to Twitch chat. Awesome. See, that's the thing about this game and Twitch. You can very much hinder the streamer who's playing the game, or you can help them. My viewers thought they were helping me by resurrecting all of my dead cult members, but little did they realize I was running out of space quickly. I was like, okay, let's put a soft cap on the followers to like 20, because I didn't have enough beds, you know, to keep them happy. But every single time I saw that pop up, the Twitch chat is deciding your fate. It was always where they brought back someone from the dead. It's like, they think they're helping me, but the less beds I have, the more unhappy my cult is, so everyone just hates me by the morning, which is sort of the point of the whole cult thing. You can't really go to leave on crusades to get like materials and to fight the bishops. You gotta be back there making sure no one dies. You want to sacrifice them first. You don't want them to just up and die. Otherwise, everything becomes diseased and it's the Middle Ages again. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get on with the memes. Please stop dying of old age before you can be sacrificed. It's becoming a problem. Thank you. See what I mean? Like, some cult members like it. It's terrifying and you feel a bit bad, but honestly, like, there's some benefits to it, and you can always resurrect them again in the future. Or Twitch chat will, and everyone's happy in the end. Death be damned, our glorious leader can work a grill. See, that's what you're doing most of the time when you're tending to the cult. They can't make their own food, so you have to make it for them. So you usually just get a shit ton of berries or pumpkins, or if they really like it, poop. And it's like a little skill check thing that you do and you cook it for them and they're all happy. Which that leads me to the shitty part of this. Early on in the game, when you're building your cult, you likely won't have access to an outhouse, which is what they're supposed to use in order to relieve themselves. So more often than not, when your cult member eats some sort of meal, they'll just defecate right there in front of everyone else eating, because everyone kind of like gathers around to eat the bowls of food nearby. So like when someone's finished eating, they're likely to defecate immediately after. So they'll do it right in front of everyone and they'll laugh it off. Meanwhile, like 3 of my followers just got sick and threw up everywhere, which is also something that you have to clean up. Which actually leads me on to the next thing. Me walking to my leader's room at 2 a.m. telling them I threw up. And yes, it's actually happened multiple times. Not just because I made Jacko eat poop because that's what a cult member wanted for 35 faith. I swear, whoever developed like the scenarios for this game, I'm not kink shaming here, but like it's just a bit odd that half of the time when I'm managing the cult, it's either cleaning up their puke or cleaning up their shit. It feels like I'm back in a fraternity all over again. But anyways, we've been being a bit of a negative Nancy. Let's go over some of the fun and cute stuff you can do in this game, like petting the dog acolytes. In Cult of the Lamb, there are several commands you can issue followers. However, the dog acolyte has a unique interaction that allows players to pet them and gain loyalty. And let me just say, it is the most wholesome thing ever, because you can like inspire them and they're happy, but you can also call them a good boy. See, it even says, who's a good dog? Yes, you are. And I pointed at you because you need some positive reinforcement. You're watching my videos after all, you need it. But still, for those curious, yes, you can pet the dog. A gift? How gracious, Master. Master is rebuilding the village lamppost. How selfless our great Master is. Oh, generous Master, let me take a fat bite of that nasty shit Kendra just took. Yep, that's my face every single time. Also, that is the animation that goes off when you do start cleaning up the poop on the ground. I know it's a meme here, but this happens a lot more often than you think. Like with the last couple of memes, I thought it would have been more frequent for me to have my cult members wanting to fight and kill one another. Not just like prank them with poop eating. I don't know, man, shit's crazy. And my reaction is that every single time. And that's the thing, these followers don't stutter. If you turn them down for them to either eat it or make someone else eat it, you lose like half of your faith in your cult. So you kind of have no choice but to do that. But on the bright side, you can do some other rituals to make everyone happy if you don't really want to kill someone or you don't want them to eat. Yeah. And that's on to the next point. You can take whatever route you want with your cult. You can either sacrifice your members for your own greater gain, or you can be the loving cult leader that they want you to be. And I'm gonna be honest, we're already saving them from like a better fate as is, so making them like, you know, work the lumberyard and like sleep every so often and we feed them, I'd say that's a better trade-off for being sacrificed or maimed or eaten by a giant spider, because that's where you're getting most of these followers to begin with. You go on crusades, you find them either being sacrificed or something else happening to them, and then you indoctrinate them into your cult. As soon as you save them, you suck them into the demon hole and you deal with them later. Isn't that wholesome? But yeah, hopefully that's the last of the feces related stuff. I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit more frequent than I thought it would be. Oh, here's a wholesome one. Hey master, hey master, hey master. Huh, what do you want? I love you. Aw, that's just sweet and wholesome, see? That's what happens most of the time with your cult followers. They just really adore you. I know we just talked about how you're saving them from a horrible fate and giving them life. You could also do the exact opposite of that, which we'll get onto that in a bit, but they really do adore you, and that's kind of like the endearing aspect of this game. Like mixed with the cutesy art style, seeing these cute animals really just love you for you, it's nice. And when you see them want to sacrifice themselves or kill each other, like it's saddening. You don't want to see them go. And that's especially the case when they age. Like I swear to God, seeing my cult member that I just indoctrinated like 1 hour ago go to like an aged old animal with like a cane and bags under their eyes, like it's just kind of sad to see. You know, like they were just here. They grow up so fast. Maybe this really is some sort of symbolism to not let life slip through and enjoy the moments while you can. Oh, hey, there's a fly in my room. What? Oh yeah, followers. Yeah, they age in time and they can eventually die. So what you can do is you can either bury them or you can sacrifice them before they die, or you can eat them. See what I mean with this being sort of culty? You can become a cannibal cult if you really want to. And oddly enough, that's kind of cutesy and wholesome based on the style. New doctrine. Every Thursday from now on is Fettuccine Alfredo Day. Aw, see, that's just adorable. It's a wholesome little community doctrine that you can put together. I mean, I'd say there's no downside to that besides blood pressure and those that are lactose intolerant. ignorant, but like, you already have the outhouse for that reason, right? Ooh, and here's my favorite meme format I've seen all over Twitter. I've seen multiple different versions of this meme specifically, ones that I just can't show on here because, yeah, but the reaction with Concerned Lamb is, oh my god, it's my favorite. Leader, everyone misses Auntie dearly. Is there no way to bring them back? Any way at all? Meanwhile, Auntie's still alive and well. My child, do you trust me? With my life. Okay, cool. Legit, I had one of my followers try to do that before. There was my first follower I had ever, who someone wanted them to be resurrected from the dead, but they were there and still healthy and well. It's like, do I kill them and bring them back? That's a lot to do. You know, I'm just gonna let you be unhappy. So I ended up letting that cult member down, and they started spewing propaganda against me, so I sacrificed him, and everyone else was happy. See? You know, first cult follower, didn't have to be resurrected and killed, and we only just get one casualty out of that. It works out. But let's see if I can't look through the hashtag Cult of the Lamb on Twitter and find something interesting. You did it again, Lamb. Place is squeaky clean. Cult leader. Yes, Stinky? Blah. Put me to bed rest, or else I'll fucking die. Sacrifice the asshole. You know, even if it's not 2 a.m. and they just do it right in front of you, it still isn't pleasant either way. And that's the thing, they never clean up after themselves. You have to clean up for them. Our glorious leader, smoking a fat blunt. Oh yeah, that's another thing that you can do. This is spoilers for those that haven't progressed this far in the game, but apparently, later on, when you encounter one of the mushroom people, I can't remember his name, he'll teach you a ritual to be able to brainwash your cult members by giving them mushrooms in the game, and they will have maxed out faith and will not disobey you for like 3 days. This is an actual thing in the game that happens. And you know, at first I thought it would be fun, like, oh, you know, smoke a nice fat blunt with my cult members and just vibe. Nope, it's full on shrooms. You know, I'm going through the hashtag Cult of the Lamb on Twitter right now, and I was expecting to see a lot of like memes and some weird chaos, but like a lot of it is just like wholesome and cute. It's a lot of art pieces of the cult leader being just so good and loving towards the followers, and then in exchange in return, and just everyone loving and caring about one another. That's what I mean about this like whole Cult of the Lamb thing being more wholesome than it is like, you know, the connotation of a cult. It's just, you can take whatever route you want. If you want to turn it into a kindergarten or whatever, you know, safe haven to keep people happy and help them live a long and happy life, then you can do that. If you want to make it a cult and extort everyone, you can also do that too, and they'll love you either way. And it's just a lot of these really wholesome art pieces that I'm seeing. Oh, look at that. A lot of my friends are getting into the spirit of Cult of the Lamb. My friend Zephora put together a little chibi model of them as the cult leader. This is just adorable. I think people are in love with the art style and the sort of naive and cutesy nature of this game compared to the elephant in the room of this being a literal cult. You know, this is about how I thought the internet would take it. And honestly, it's one of those games that you have to experience for yourself. Like, hands down, Cult of the Lamb has been one of the best gaming experiences and best streaming experiences I've had in a while. Like, getting to indoctrinate cult followers and build a community that's basically just Stardew Valley is really cool. And especially with the whole Twitch integration aspect to it, like, it adds a level of interaction with your Twitch followers that you wouldn't have with other games. Like, yeah, you can play marbles on stream all you want, but honestly, you know, seeing two followers duke it out and in the game when in reality they've never interacted with each other in chat is hilarious. Like, one of my mods, Snibbles, in the game wanted another viewer to eat poop, and they're like, what? I wouldn't do that. And everyone's just like, what the fuck? What is going on? But it's just funny. It's fictional story building. Is it sort of a problem with regards to parasocial relationships and like building that? Kind of, yeah, but at the same time, if you can get past that, it's just a cutesy fun game. And outside of the cult experience, there's an entire story of like taking on the bishops, some like Dark Souls-esque mechanics to the game with swords and abilities. I haven't gotten that far in that department because I've really just been making sure all of my cult members are happy and good and well. But honestly, I enjoy the game, and I highly encourage you to try it as well. And hopefully we'll get more memes from this game, because these are hilarious, and I had an absolute blast laughing my ass off at like 3 a.m. while I saw these on Twitter. I'm like, I should show these to people on YouTube. They'd love it. But either way, go and try out this game if you haven't already, or if you're not convinced, go and watch someone stream it on Twitch. Like me. If you didn't know, I stream every weekday at like 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. I really enjoy doing that. And if you want to be part of the potential cult in the future, go and drop a follow and watch me when I'm doing one of these streams. I've really been trying to grow Twitch for a while now, so any help that I can get over there is greatly appreciated. But if you're not interested in moving to Twitch, I completely understand it. In the meantime, you can go and check out my gaming channel, where I uploaded a bunch of the highlights from my playthrough of Cult of the Lamb onto a separate channel entirely. You know that whole shorts channel that I had? Yeah, I repurposed repurposed that into just a gaming channel to differentiate it from the content I do on here. It's kind of neat. So if you want to see more Cult of the Lamb highlights, be sure to go and check out that channel. The link to the video will be in the description below just for ease of access. But honestly, I'm trying to push more people to either watch my Twitch streams or watch my other gaming channel, because honestly, like, I want to try some other stuff other than meme reactions. This will always be here. It's a good money maker, but you know, I like doing some other things. So any support I can get on that is greatly appreciated. But besides that, I've got nothing else. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay life jacket. Take care.